Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are starting it off with a new altcoin today, Osmosis. It is on the Atom network, and what we are looking at is the weekly chart right now. It actually had a large sell-off when it was airdropped, and people were just dumping it. And now it is looking like it has found some sort of support near around 80, 90 cents, and we are looking for some uptrend right now. Now you see that we are getting a pullback from around $1.97, and we're trying to find some support over here at $1.50, and that is actually very good on a weekly time frame that we are holding this as support. If we can close like this week, we can look to come and test back into the $1.95 and maybe even go higher than that next week. So be aware of that. If we lose 150 on the weekly time frame close by Sunday at 8 p.m., then the risk of us coming and testing lower into this $1.10 area is there. And I've already drew the fibs out for you guys, so I'm going to turn them on, and then we can start doodling around as to how I think price action will play out. So from the low, the first take profit is already hitting. You can understand why people are consolidating in this area. A little bit of a bull flag consolidation is likely, a little bit of zigzag in here. It could even come and poke into the support that I have basically marking out at this level. And in this level, if you find a long scalp, you can go for it or add on. But if you get them over lower than this level, that's when I'm a little bit more cautious that, hey, the upside might not come. But as long as we got it like this, we can look for price action to do something similar in this sense that goes sideways, lets people see the lower highs come in, people get too bearish, they see that liquidity grab here and they're starting to short the lows. Accumulation occurs here and then breaks out, hurting all the shorts on the bottom. Okay, something like that could happen, or we could just continue on up right from here. We don't have to have this large liquidity grab. This is only if the consolidation takes too long. Then as open interest increases, one side is going to provide liquidity to the other side for the breakout. And that's why I'm saying, like, look at it like this level here, which you don't need this level. I should just delete that. You have this fib here at 205. That's your resistance to the top side. That's why you got this little rejection over here. Okay, that was a fib rejection. Bots were probably selling on that 100 EMA. You got this accumulation coming back on the 9 EMA. That's probably where the bots are accumulating. Once you had this wick over here, it was quickly bought up, showing you that this is your range for you to trade. Okay, so you can take your longs on the lows and take your profits on the highs, or you can short the highs and take profit on the lows as you consolidate in this range. Okay, how you want to trade it is up to you. I would highly suggest not to go crazy with shorts because we're on an uptrend. Why are you shorting a moving train? That's up to you to figure out. What I'm doing is waiting for the train to slow down this uptrend, come to a stop. I'll get on the train and then I'll let the train continue the uptrend. Because more than likely, people are waiting to buy the dip on this coin. This is not a shitty project. There's a lot of stuff coming out on Osmos. So I have much more confidence knowing the fundamental analysis on the project that when I do my technical analysis, things line up in my favor for moving forward. So this is what I'm looking for on the weekly time frame on Osmosis. Let's go quickly to a daily time frame. And I know that unless we get above $1.70, there is no real upside we're looking for. And unless we get under $1.32, there is no real downside I'm looking for. So all those little doodles I did, you can see here on the daily time frame, we're kind of just going to be playing the waiting game to see, hey, today's daily close, can we close above the $1.60 mark? If not, we'll go probably trickle on down into $1.30, $1.40. If we do hold this close, then we can open up and use $1.60 as support and come break up into $1.80 and more, where we have our resistance. Now, another thing is, I'm sure a lot of people can see this little head and shoulder formation. So taking the liquidity, this is rolling hill distribution, Wyckoff distribution, whichever definition your YouTube mentor gave you. This is basically something like this. So you understand. So you see, you have highs coming in, people thinking we're going higher, this hard rejection that occurred here, and then the retest of the rejection, and then this triangle starting to form of this Wyckoff distribution. Now you're just grinding out sideways in this head and shoulder. It's not until you break the neckline of this head, which is right here at 130, until you break that, there is no downside test of, let's say, a dollar. Okay? But if you break that $1.30, the risk of this coming a little bit under a dollar is there, and so you should be prepared. This is where anyone who's already in the market, if you get that leg down, you can DCA and add to your position, not take a loss where everyone else is trying to enter. You can add. That's why you get in 10, 20% of your position, and you get into a bulk of your position on the test of that support. If the support fails, you can just stop loss. You don't have to do the add-on, and then that minimizes your risk as for basically getting too big of a position. All right, well, that's basically all I have to say about Osmo. If you guys are interested in trading this, feel free to join the bandwagon. Full disclosure, I do own Osmos. I do have it staked. I am in it for a long term, basically for the airdrops for the rest of this year. Um, I don't remember what I bought it at, but I'm pretty sure I probably in the red. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I probably bought it around $1.50, $1.60 to 100% honest. It was a like last week or something. So those coins, I'm not really looking at the price. I don't care about it. I'm in those investments for the technology of those coins, and I'm in it for the airdrops from the new projects that will develop on those chains. So for me, it's a long-term hold. I'm not really looking at the price. I'm in it for the tech. And aside from all of this, this is what I promised a member. I will go over monthly on Bitcoin and ETH since that is what today is, the last day of the month. So here is Bitcoin on the monthly. If there's too many doodles, I will turn off all the doodles. That looks clean. Okay, too many doodles. Let's just do it clean, okay? Here is the monthly on Bitcoin. Now, we are closing this monthly in about 10 hours. And look at what we're looking at. And here's my alert over here, which never got dinged, 44,400. And this is how we are closing this monthly candle. Now, does that not look like a doji to you? I mean, in 10 hours, do you think we're gonna like bullish engulf that wick all the way to 44,560? Very possible. Very possible. If we close this candle like this, I will say that next week we can probably go test into 44,500. But if we can't get any weekly close above that next week, then I will have to assume we're gonna go test into 38,000 and maybe even lower until we find support on a higher time frame basis. If we lose that 35K, then going to the low 33,000 is very likely, and I won't shit my pants coming down here. I will use it as a buying opportunity, and anyone who's short better use that as a take profit opportunity. That's all I have to say for the monthly, and we have 10 more hours to see it. Any close, okay, I'm gonna just say 42K. Any close underneath 42K today, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go shake my bear. I'm gonna have to wake up the bear and be like, hey, are we still bullish? And that will come after today's daily close if it's above, damn, if it's above 42K or not, right? And we're at 42.5. So we have $500 wiggle room to just shit on everyone's bullish dreams, or we got a what is that? $1,500 wiggle room to take the top out for the Moon Boys to get really rowdy. All right, that's Bitcoin on the monthly. Let's go ETH on a monthly. Another doji-like situation for ETH. It's probably going to be like 20. Yeah, 2280. If we close above 2280, awesome. If we close underneath 2280 today by 10 o'clock or 2270, just give it that much. It'll give me the alert. Sorry, guys. Yes, I can't get in on there. So if we can't get above 2280 on the close today, the risk of us coming testing into 1900 is there. It's probably going to be surrounded with rate cut bullshit because a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on the Fed to cut rates, and a lot of people are trying to front run as to guess when and how much. And that's probably something that everyone needs to calm the hell down because if US raises rates before EU, that's going to be another can of worms that I don't want to get into. So Lagarde, get up off your lazy ass and do some shit, so that way the U.S. can have a little bit easier situation on keeping all our inflation and stuff in check. And yeah, that's basically the gist of what I have to say. Tomorrow we're gonna get a lot bigger earnings coming out. Microsoft wasn't that great, and yeah. Aside from all of that, I think the coolest, most noteworthy thing is the Apple Vision Quest glasses, the new VR glasses. I had a friend FaceTiming with them, and they are pretty interesting. They're not out for like everyone, and they're 3,500, so it's like really expensive. But man, for people like us who are traders, I think that's gonna be like a must-have thing for me, as opposed to having like four screens. Just having that $3,500 eyesight, the glasses, and sitting on my couch and just being scalping. Like the way that it looks is just really awesome. That $3,500 product compared to the $500 Quest 2 or something like that for Facebook is kind of what I'm gonna be digging into to see like the functionality and use case. Obviously, as an Apple fan, I'm gonna be going towards that $3,500 glasses. But if I can get the same kind of effect and use case from that $3,500 for the Facebook one for 500, then obviously being the cheap Indian that I am, I'm gonna go for the cheaper version if I can have the same functionality. But being an Apple fanboy, that premium is there for a reason. So that's the last little useless tidbit that I had for you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to trade with me live or have any questions, feel free to join the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow, such as MEXC. That's where we do all our scalping and all our altcoin buying. So feel free to join us. The link is below and it helps us grow. Thank you so much for your help and participation. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a great day.